and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and this is Transport Fever, and we're looking at one of our newer trains. Well, he's not that new, he's looking a bit grubby now, isn't he? A Prussian. I've been putting a lot of these Prussian locomotives because they're powerful and moderately fast compared to the other trains on the food produce route. So it's taking all this farm produce up to the food factory up in Exeter and bringing the food, what little there is of it, back down to Newbury. And let me just pause that for a second so we can just check our profit status and look at that. I've moved on about 5-6 years perhaps since you were last with me, and I called that episode The Push for Profit. But as you can see, I've been reasonably successful. In fact, so successful that I could replace a number of those trains with Prussians and replace a number of the road road units as well, the vehicles. What have we got? Can I find some? Oh look, there's some along there. Yeah, so our passengers in most of my cities are now travelling on the Lobisan. I think that's how it's pronounced. There you are, that's how it's spelt anyway, if that helps. So a slightly faster transport, and the goods are being transported in these. We saw them at the very end. So I'll get under control. There you are. We saw it at the very end of the last episode. These lovely motorised vehicles delivering food within a couple of the towns, and they're actually making money. Actually, let's look at that, shall we? Let's look at that. Those lines. So well, I hope this better prove me right. So yeah, you can see here these coach lines within Coventry and Churchill. They're making money, which they didn't used to do very often. Newbury's still a bit iffy, but Newbury is an odd little town. It's not terribly big, but I've added another coach to those lines. They started off with just 2, but I think it was Robert Sullivan mentioned in, or someone mentioned anyway, that good practice on some of these road routes is to put about as many vehicles on the line as you have stops, and I was running too few previously, and hopefully, as he suggested, having more vehicles will increase the likelihood of people wanting to catch it and spend money. So I'm hoping to that. But generally, as you see, a lot of green here, and most of all yeah, on the Newbury-Coventry passenger route, and also on the Coventry-Churchill passenger route, which has turned out to be, it's running fairly slow old locos, but it's turning out to be very profitable indeed. The farm produce, that's doing reasonably well. Now there's an issue there. Let's actually get up there. Well, I am there already. There's Exeter, and there's the farm. Now that's the Churchill food delivery line, which we started off updating in the last episode, and that's our farm produce line. Now the Churchill one is taking a lot of food out from the food factory down to Churchill. Now I had put 2 trains on there to increase the throughput because we were seeing a lot more food being delivered here for Churchill than for Newbury. They never really made enough profit, and they were starting to sink into making losses. So again, following sort of advice in the comments and so on, is we're going for volume of load rather than frequency or speed. So I've taken the second train off and bumped up the consist on this train to 5 goods wagons, and that's actually working quite well. It's filling up now quite nicely, and making a little bit of profit. You see, it was sort of getting very iffy on that one train. If we look at the line itself, yeah, occasional profits, not by much though, since I put the 2 trains on, but it should be getting better now. We're certainly getting more food delivered at the Exeter station here than we were previously, largely because I've spent, and that's what these big numbers here are all about, new vehicles, 915k, 581k, putting Prussians, the faster, more powerful trains on that line. Again, that may not be the best solution because they're expensive and a bit faster, but they're more powerful, so they can carry longer wagons, which is what this one certainly is doing. And how's he doing? Look at that, that was a nice bumper profit, wasn't it? Running costs 131, income 286, total 156 in the green, which is nice. Anyway, I've also managed over those years to reduce my loan, so we're now down to 7 million from about 8.5 when you last saw me. So I think I've got most things now running reasonably well, and I'm in that little sweet spot, I think, where none of the vehicles are hugely aged, so they're not costing me too much, and I can either expand the rail network or put in bigger and faster locos. I mean, look at these numbers. I could here, but I'm not going to. I want to try something slightly different today. And now I've got the space in my bank book to take out the appropriate loans to do that. And the plan today is to use the water. Yes, today we are going boating. Oh yes, we've never done this before. I've never done this before. In the old game Train Fever, it was trains and trucks and buses, and well, that was it basically. In Transport Fever we've now got boats and indeed aeroplanes. Not ready for aeroplanes just yet, but there are boats to be had. Now the general sort of consensus is that boats are really good on long goods routes, generally speaking, certainly in the early game, and they work better on long routes, but I haven't really got, I think, the industrial chain, or have I actually, to do this. We've got farm produce there, which I was thinking of actually getting up here to the food factory by rail, but that proves expensive in routing the lines. Another one I've been looking at is oil. Now that produces oil, which you then need to send across to an oil refinery to produce fuel or oil. Now, can the towns use either of those? The town can use fuel, or you could use the oil to make something else. Where is it? Something else. It's on. Oh, here it is. Plastics. Now, so I think someone mentioned, again, it might have been Robert, who was very busy a while ago on the comments, about using the wheat from the farm with oil to make plastics. So that's an option. So we could actually start doing that, couldn't we? A brand new goods chain. Oh, I am tempted to actually start that. Now that will involve the oil. I could actually get a little train route. Is that oil there? That is. So I could get a little train route actually from there to there to create fuel to take by boat up here to Exeter. Whoa, this yeah, but delivering goods from there is a pain because it's down in the dip. I really should plan my episodes out, shouldn't I suppose? But no, let's go with my first plan, which I played with and is kind of profitable, though not vastly, but it gets boats in the game, which is what I really want to do. So right now, first thing to do is check that the water is navigable. So that's this little graphic here, and the thing we can see is that this built-in bridge here just gets in the way. There ain't no boat going underneath that bridge, and the game doesn't support submarines, I think. Certainly not at this time of the century, before in 1895. So we need to replace that bridge, make it higher. Now how much of this do I need to... Can I do that? I'll leave the inclines there because we'll probably need those. It's going to be a country bridge. Right, now I think if we raise this we should see that, there it goes, turn green. 149k. Now that's it actually looks quite smart. That's a wooden bridge. What's the stone bridge? 178. No, we'll leave it wood for the moment. That will do. It looks a bit steep, doesn't it? I don't like the angles on that. Can we take it back a bit more? It's going to cost me money. I know, but that is a lot, isn't it? Oh, who cares? Let's spend the money. We're going to do it. So if we take that across there and raise that up, 156. That's a slightly better incline, I think. Yeah, we'll take that. That'll do. It's all about the aesthetics. Well, that's an odd-looking junction, isn't it? That'll do. Who's going to travel that? Not my vehicle, certainly. Okay, so now we've got an entirely navigable channel from Exeter to Falmouth, which is fine. Actually, what I'll do, before we get started on the boating, we'll get some buses running in here, so we've actually got... actually, I want that. So we're generating some passenger traffic to get down to the docks. So we're going to need a road in there, I think, to connect this up. Okay. Yeah, that will do. Okay, and anything else? Actually, let's join these up. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm not quite sure which way the bus will go, so if we have plenty of sort of loops in here so we can take it wherever we want to go. Okay, so we'll place the dock down there. So we're going to need buses. We'll stick... Actually, what I might do, I'll put a proper bus station there, won't I? That's what I'll do. That'd be cool. Actually, let's put the dock in to start with, so just to make sure that it all lines up. Okay, so we've only got one harbour in the game here. I don't know if we get any more later on. Okay, now let's turn the navigator waters on, so we need it. What do you mean outside of? That's better. 203k, I can just about afford that. I'm going to need to take out another loan. Oops. There, that will do. Let's get you joined up. Okay, splendid. Let's get our bus station in there. We'll need to take more money. Or another 500,000. Yeah, that lights up nicely. Oh, that's nice and cheap. We'll take that. And he highlights a fair number of houses, so they're in the catchment area, which is cool. And where should we send our bus routes? We want that one, don't we? No, we want that one. That's what we're after. Okay, we'll send it. We'll send it round that way, I think. So we need to travel on this side of the road. Yeah, it's a pity that in this game they haven't allowed us to select which side of the road our road vehicles travel on. It would have been nice to do that, I think. So they all travel on the right regardless. So although I'm forcing my trains to travel, is that going to work? Yeah, I think it might. Yeah, and then we'll come round here. So although I'm forcing my trains to travel on the left, I can't do the same with my road vehicles. Yeah, that highlights nicely. Okay. Should we have a round robin? Or clockwise and anti-clockwise? Yeah, let's do that. So I've done in most other towns. when I've had the money. So that whichever way passengers want to travel to or from the dock, they can do that. I'm never quite sure which direction is going to be the most profitable. So let's get that line up. Orange? Oh, why not? So we will start here. Falmouth sidings, and we'll go up there. And then there. Yeah, he's doing that. And then, no. It does get itself in knots occasionally, but eventually it works its way out. Okay, and that is going to be the Falmouth coach, and you're going anti-clockwise there, aren't you? So we'll call that A1. And then we will do our next line. Oh, I really don't like browns. Shall we make it a sort of dark red colour? And this is going to go from there to there to there, there, and finally there. That is taking a slightly odd route, isn't it? What I want him to do is carry on down there, really. Can I delete that bus stop there? And then put the bus stop in just a bit further down the road. Okay. And take off 5. No, not all stations, just that one, that's it. And then add. That's better. Yeah, they're properly synchronised. Okay, so that's going to be Falmouth coach clockwise 1. Okay. And depot, we can stick just opposite the station, can't we, I think? Yeah, let's do that. We're not going to get much development in terms of houses and stuff down there, I think, are we? 11-1, that'll do. And we will use... Now we do have a new vehicle. I'm not sure if you saw this one pop up. You possibly did in the last episode. The Landauer, 6 passengers. At 12 miles an hour, costing 4.35. I'm not sure it's worth it just yet, so I'm going to stick with the Lobbytown for the moment. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go one less number of stops I've got on each route, but just well, because. So we'll send you off on the Falmouth A1. You can go on the Falmouth C1. You can go orange. You can go red. Oops, nope. Red. Then you orange again. And red. Okay, so that's all them done. Oh, that does work. I don't tend to use hotkeys, but deleted all the little windows, which is very handy to know. Okay, so that's that. So we need another dock down here for boats, not aeroplanes or buses. Let's turn you around. That will turn on the green water. That will do, I think it's not quite, if I do a shift, that looks a little bit straighter. Oh, and it's cheaper. There we go. Stick you in there. Again, I think perhaps we'll use an actual bus station down here by the dock. No, that's what I want. It's amazing how cheap it is when you put it in the middle of a field and then you add it to a road and it gets that much more expensive. It's really not on. Oh, that's quite cheap. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm very happy with that. And we need a bus route. We've already got buses running in Exeter. Let's get those in view. We've just got the one actually going in one direction. So we could extend this line to actually go down to the dock. Yeah, actually, let's do that. And then I'll add in a second one to go in the other direction. So we want it to be 3 from School Lane there, before it goes up to the Crescent, to come down here to the dock. That's fine. Oh dear, I've got a train which is running old. It is, isn't it? How old's that? 22 years. We'll change him later when we've got more money. I think we can afford to change him. Okay, so that's fine. So I was going to create another new line, wasn't I? It's not going to be that. We'll use the that lovely blue colour, I think, and we will go from the, sorry, I need the actual bus stops, don't I? On the other side of the road. There we go, one there, and one there, and there. Oh, we've got a bus station there, that's fine, okay. So, the blue line is going from the Crescent. I need to turn that back on. Down to there, then up to School Lane, and then there, and finally back to Exeter Central. Again, that's that's doing. What sort of circuit is that doing? It's going down. I don't understand what that's doing. Let's get rid of all this. Yes. And we'll put the other line back in view. So we're going to start here, then go down there. That's fine. And then up there. Okay, that's looking better. And then there, right, this should work better. Good, that's much more logical. Okay, so this is going to be Exeter coach, and this is anti-clockwise 1. And the depot for Exeter is miles away. Did I actually? Not sure I okayed on that, so we'll buy these, make sure they're the proper company colour, 1, 2 and 3, and we'll just set all of them onto Exeter Coach A1. That's all of them, which means I should have clicked that one instead. There we go, and they will make their way down there. Okay, so now we need to actually buy a boat. For that we're going to need a dock thing. There we go. This needs to switch around. Where's the doors? No, opens up the other end. There it goes. We'll stick him. Yeah, that's very nice and cheap. Splendid. Okay, now how much is a boat? Oh, I'm just 3k short. Or we could go for the really big one, but to be honest, I don't think this route is long enough or is going to be busy enough just yet to actually make that one worthwhile. So we'll stay with the cheaper one, but I'm going to need another couple of K. Is the game going to give that to me? Yes, just about. Okay, so we'll buy that. I mean, not enough money. Right, got it, just in time. Okay, so we will buy that, and you are going to go. Oh, I haven't set the line up yet, have I? So, set line, new line. It's going to go from. Well, I need to set the line up, don't I? Make this a nice deep blue. See if that works. From there to there. That works very nicely indeed. And there's our boat. Okay. I think we should name that line. Let's get rid of all the gubbins. Where's he going? He's going to Falmouth. Oh, fair enough. There's more likely to be people waiting here, I think, at this point than there are in Exeter. Okay, so this is going to be. I just click that. Give it a funky name like Exeter Falmouth Cruise, or we'll just call it the ferry, because that's what it is. And these places have got stupid names, so we'll call this one not Exeter Sidings, but how about the Port of Exeter? That sounds much more impressive. Falmouth. We'll call it Falmouth Beach. I'm sure there is a lovely beach at Falmouth. I'm not sure passengers are boarding and alighting or departing from there. But alright. Let's just get our boat in view. There's going to be nobody there waiting, is there? Just yet. No? Oh, shame. Right, we'll move the speed up the game a little bit. I'm hurrying along. Oh, what's that? There is someone waiting in Exeter. Excellent. As that boat rushes towards us. Good to see we're still in profit. Yeah, even with all that expense last year, I made a minuscule profit. But hey, profit is profit. Oh, and I'm making so much more money as well now. I can repay that loan I took out. Excellent. So how's I was first worrying earlier about the goods lines. So how much are we making there? Farm produce last year, yeah, that was quite nicely profitable, and I dare say we will be again now that this one's arrived. this year. There you go, slightly profitable, which is better than nothing. And Churchill, how are you doing? Ooh, last year you were good, this year, yeah, you're on the cusp. The line overall, that's certainly a lot healthier than it was in previous years, so let's hope for that yet. And while I've been waffling, where's our boat? Has he turned up yet? Here he is. Let me just get let's get rid of all these icons. There we go. Nice clean view of our boat coming into harbour. Actually, can we watch it? We can watch it, I think, from an actual person. So if I click that, but oh, that's an interesting view, isn't it? Oh, it actually spins around, your man. Hey. Hey, hi. I think when you're in town walking, it actually follows them. Well, I'm not sure. I think they've actually toyed with the camera, the person camera, because it used to be you were actually watching them like straight ahead view, like you have from vehicles. Certainly from some of the early sort of the first beta pre-released videos we saw showed that, but there was a lot of clipping involved. Oh, look at these passengers turning up. Ah, this is a good sign. But whether it's enough to make this boat profitable, of course, is another matter entirely. Now, where's the angle to catch this? Well, I don't know if you can hear that. There's actually a public address system announcement. It's so cute. Right, so here we are. And I think we will end our little video very shortly. Once we get our boat docked. Where's he going to hit me? He does pull a long way into the harbour, doesn't he? There was a public announcement there. That is nice. Right, sorry, I'm just loving it. It's such a nice little view. Oh, I'm still watching a person, aren't I? I'm watching a person, not the boat. Let's get the boat. There we go. That's better. Well, while we watch our boat just trundle along, clipping along the river here towards Falmouth, I will thank you very much indeed for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and if you have, please leave us a like. Any thoughts, suggestions, critiques, comments will be greatly appreciated. It's always good to hear from you. Just write something in the boxes below. It would be really much appreciated. And of course, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe, and then you'll know as soon as I upload another one of these videos, or indeed one of the others in my Let's Play series that I do. But from me, Ajaxpost and Transport Fever, thank you so much for your company today, and I will see you again next time. But until then, bye bye for now.